Go on, Ben! Wins by way of knockout. And he fights out right England. Introducing the former British IBO and WBA champion, ladies and gentlemen, Chris Eubank Jr.
They can't pick him apart. Pull the screw out. Make it higher so I can get him. That's good. First round down and away.
He's such opportunity. The left hand, the right hand over the top. The win. The Destroyer Ben.
And it's a blessing to be fighting back on British soil.
Is there a high level of respect between you and Junior now?
I mean, I wish him well. You know, I know he's gone to the hospital. I bet he's got a broken jaw.
Today you got beaten up. And you know, see, Eubank, Chris was spiteful in that ring, if you can tell. He could knock him out anytime he wanted, but he didn't want to. He was just fucking using the jab and it's hurting him and it's hurting him.
How the emotions after that, mate? Just unbelievable. I mean, honestly, what I saw there, I can't even bother to moan about the scorecards because I couldn't be prouder. I mean, listen, I know me and Junior have had our ups and downs, but unbelievable respect to him. But for my man, Conor Benn, you've just seen the beginning, in my opinion, of one of the biggest stars in British boxing, the people's champion. And for all the rubbish he's been through over the last couple of years, and I know how good and clean this kid's heart is, to see him, you know, I don't think he's quite aware yet of the response.
Competitive all the way through. On edge of your seat, we're good.
Were you impressed by Conor? Because ultimately he was the lighter fighter in there tonight.
Yeah, Eubanks is no Golovkin. You know what I mean? You could see the way it started to look tired, but Conor had that energy, moving up the way. He had more energy inside him. But equal the match. You know what I mean? He lived up to the hype, and you know what I mean? They didn't let the fans down.
Who won the fight, Conor?
You may have won the fight, but you're the one in hospital, not me.
If you take a man's soul, that usually means you win the fight.
You won the fight.
I've never seen someone's soul get taken and they still win.
So I look at you now and you ain't the same.
The truth is we both ended up in hospital and, I was there for dehydration and you were there for the...
How much weight did you put on after the weigh-in?
Listen,
after the weigh-in,
we're not going to get into weight talks.
Before the fight, Jones Jr., who once coached Eubank, spoke on TalkSport and admitted he's leaning toward his former fighter. He said Eubank's size and experience give him the edge, but warned that none of that guarantees a safe night. Ben may be moving up in weight, but Jones reminded everyone that it only takes one clean shot from him to flip the entire fight on its head.
I think he's come because of the size.
Yeah. Is that his best route to victory, just to enforce himself?
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. told TalkSport that Conor faces a tough challenge. "I'm not saying he can't win, but it's going to be rough," he said. According to Jones, Conor's best shot is to land a big punch and hope it connects. Meanwhile, Chris has made huge improvements, better technique, stronger foundations, and overall growth as a fighter. He's going to be a tough opponent for anyone, especially someone smaller. But with Liam Smith having pulled off a similar upset, Ben might feel inspired. Still, Jones thinks Chris holds the advantage thanks to his size.
Looking at Conor Benn, he's talking to him, he's thinking to himself, when do I splat this egg around the side of his head? When do I do it? How do I do it? Do I put it in his face? Do I put it on his head? Is he going to see me? Because if Conor would have seen him, he might have blocked it and check hooked him. But it was quick. He distracted Conor by saying, what did you say? Then he reached for the egg and he clattered him right around the side of the back of the ear and the face. And the egg yolk went everywhere. A lot of the yolk missed him, so it wasn't that embarrassing where he's dribbling with egg yolk.
Frost knows the pressure of facing a bitter rival after a heated buildup. His first fight with George Groves turned intense after the challenger used psychological games to get under Frost's skin. Frost was knocked down early and admitted he underestimated Groves, eventually winning via controversial stoppage. In the rematch at Wembley, he secured a decisive victory. Now, Eubank has already started the mind games against Benn, smashing an egg in his face at the first press conference, a jab at one of Benn's past controversies. On fight night, Eubank will also have the size advantage. He's fought at super middleweight against world-class opponents like Groves, James DeGale, and Arthur Abraham, while Benn will be moving up 2 weight classes for this showdown on April 26th.
Eubank, you've got to say, he's a wide favourite. He's boxed George Groves. He's been in there with
Arthur Abraham.
He's a big punch in super middles, do you know what I mean? And, his punch resistance might not be what it once was, and might not be the fighter he once was. I'd say he probably is a little bit sharp, but, Conor Benn hasn't beaten anyone or fought anyone of the stature of the people that he's performed against, has he, Eubank? If you look at his resume, it's...
Yeah. The wins against Arthur Abraham and James DeGale. And super middle as well.
Yeah.
Speaking about the fight, Brock sided with the bigger, more experienced man. When you look at all the factors, who's stronger, who's bigger, who's got world-level experience, you have to go with Chris Eubank Jr., he said.
Exactly. And then the close loss to Billy Joe Saunders. Yeah. But the loss to Liam Smith, that was such a bad loss, but he rectified it, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he rectified it in the rematch. And, and Liam's a good fighter, you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. He was a good fighter. And in the rematch, he was dead himself, wasn't he? He was fucked himself.
He was,
Do you think that he's a heavy favourite, or do you think he's a slight favourite?
I think he's a heavy favourite. I don't see what you can base, unless you're just going on like hype or something. But I don't see what you can't. I don't see what you can. You got to look at facts, haven't you?
Yeah. Former world champion Amir Khan agreed, saying size can be decisive in these matchups. I think the bigger fighter usually has the advantage, he noted, pointing to Eubank's weight edge.
I've initially started off with Chris. Even though I wasn't impressed with his last fight, even though I think the inactivity of Conor for the last 15 months might affect it, even though I think he's the older fight of the two, I'm side towards Chris, but I'm going to wait until the weigh-in and give you my definitive answer when I see them both on the scales and see what they look like.
Same question.
Khan added more context. A couple of weeks ago, I thought Conor might have the edge as the aggressor. But then I considered the size difference. He's moving up not 1, maybe 2 weight classes. These weights aren't random. They matter. I've been up against bigger guys, like Canelo, so I know the difference. Eubank isn't Canelo, but he still has more power, more strength, height, and overall size. Right now, I've got him winning this fight. Eubank's promoter, Ben Shalom, also weighed in, predicting a stoppage in rounds 5 or 6. It's going to be a firefight, Shalom said. Neither of them fights on the back foot. This won't be a technical chess match. It'll be straight-up action.
Trained very hard, so I'm worried for Conor Benn. Chris Eubank Jr. is hard to get completely locked in, let's be honest. We've seen it on occasion. He is ready. He has had a fantastic camp. He is training for this properly. He's had a great camp with Jonathan Banks. He stayed in London. He's not gone anywhere. And he's ready to put on a demolition job.
Shalom continued. These two have too much ego to box defensively. They'll meet in the middle, and from round 1 it's going to be absolute mayhem. This isn't just about the names, the story, or the animosity, it's the styles. Pure chaos in the ring. He's so confident in Eubank that he even accepted a £1 million bet offered by Benn's promoter, Eddie Hearn. Shalom joked, "Make sure he sticks to it. He's trying to back out now. If he didn't want it, why'd bring it up?"
Be making for a fantastic fight, but yeah, Chris is Chris.
You know, the people's champion is Michael Watson. He always has been. You know, during our time in the 90s, he was the people's champion. So where are these people today? Stand up for him by not going along with the nonsense and the circus that's been created for this farce of a fight, which is between one fighter who is at 2 or 3 weights above the smaller guy.
There's been some controversy over the £1 million bet, as British Boxing Board of Control rules prevent licensed promoters from betting on fights they're involved in. Shalom, however, insists he has the green light. "I've been told I can do it. We can do it. He should stick to his word. He's a big boy with a lot of money, so let's get it on," he said. The fight could be influenced by the size of the ring. An 18-foot ring might limit Eubank Jr.'s usual movement, giving the explosive Ben a better chance to cut off space and land big shots. Still, Shalom believes Eubank Jr. will face Ben head-on, square in the middle of the ring on Saturday.
2 weights above the smaller guy. The smaller guy in Conor Benn he has had his career destroyed for one guy. Because once you go up to 160, going down to fight, then at 147, it doesn't work. These rules are in place to provide a rail for him for his career. My son coming down from 168 to 160.
Ben's best hope? Catching Eubank cold early, especially if the weight cut leaves him drained. Just like Liam Smith did in 2023, a fast start could make all the difference. With Eubank taller and looking to control the distance, Ben will need to get inside and work the body relentlessly. Even if Ben ultimately loses, he could leave the fight having thrown more punches than his opponent, and both fighters are determined to etch their names into boxing history. That's all for now. For the latest news, highlights, and action from the world of boxing, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. Until next time, peace.